to get us underway, that was Skylar Cole singing the Star-Spangled Banner.
There you go again, putting on your own rodeo again. Yeah, you pull me out just to flash that smile and last on the year. But I've been here 1,000 times, I don't wanna go again. I've been here 1,000 times, 1,001 won't be so bad, 'cause I don't really wanna talk about it. Many times you hurt me so much. Many times you hurt me so much.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we start the new season. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Victor Oladipo and the Miami Heat. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Just about ready to get this one started. First, let's hear from Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Well, the Celtics obviously one of the more talented teams in the league, but Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, it took some time to embrace being playmakers. He wants them to, quote, avoid playing in a crowd, adding, quote, we can score in a lot of different ways. Brian?
Yeah, just doesn't want them to be predictable. Thanks, Allie. Well, Clark, I think I speak for all of the NBA family in saying that we are eager to get this season underway.
Always, B.A. You know, we love the fact that each new season brings a clean slate for everybody. Players, coaches, announcers, fans. It doesn't matter what you did last season. Everybody starts at ground zero this season.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Thibault and Harris at the 3 and the 4. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Kyle Lowry. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Celtics, Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Robert Williams out there with Danilo Gallinari. And it's Brogdon in at the 1. The three-pointer off the mark. Now the 76ers with it. Outside Thibault. To the middle. Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a nice soft touch from Embiid. Well, he's so smooth for a guy of his size. Going inside for him looks effortless. While he was born in Arizona, when it's time for national team play, Matisse Thybulle suits up for all.
Thunder.
The team he meddled with in 2020.
Hey, it's fun to see NBA players like Thibault go their own way for national competition.
Yeah, it is, B.A. I mean, that's part of the interesting fabric of the global nature of the game, particularly as it relates to the NBA. International tournaments are kind of like an alternate world, if you will. Guys who are NBA rivals end up being teammates, or their teammates wind up on the other bench. It's actually pretty cool to see.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Lowry against Brogdon. And here's Lowry. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Well, Lowry can just pepper you with shots from the arc. He's got a talent for finding and making those looks. A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
There's the drive. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Relentless is a word to describe Lowry. He is a wrecking ball of a guard.
Boston on offense. It's a 5-point game. Brogdon, the pass to Tatum. 3-pointer. Boston again missing. The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Out to the right wing. For 3, Maxey. That one doesn't drop. And Boston going the other way now. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Brown. Plenty of space. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
And Clark, looking at last year's Sixers team, they were last in the NBA in offensive rebounding.
And also last in field goal attempts. And those go hand in hand. If you're not taking a lot of shots, then you're not going to have a chance for a lot of offensive rebounds. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense when you're not getting second shots. I expect them to really emphasize crashing the offensive boards this season.
And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Brown. Shoots over Thibault.
Rough patch here. 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Nothing's come easy for them inside here in quarter 1.
Yeah, those are the shots you want. But they've been trickling out on them, guys. They just got to stay with it. Persist in getting those good shots inside, and they'll drop.
Now here's Lowry. He's got 5. Pass to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Lowry showing you the veteran smarts there, able to sniff out when the D has overcommitted and taken advantage.
A big group substitution here for Boston. Horford, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Gallinari. White, he's checked in for Brown. And Simon is subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Here's Simons. Looking to win the drought. It's hauled in by Oubre. The 76ers have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Tucker with a screen on Williams. Melton, right side. 1:46 left in the first. Yep, that one goes.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Simons. Pass to Tatum. Williams with the screen. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Harris a screen. And Oubre gets it to go.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Boston's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Horford passes to Simons. 54 seconds left in the first quarter.
And I just love the energy they've showed on the defensive side of the ball, especially inside where they're putting up some major resistance.
And that's always your first priority defensively, and I think they're doing a nice job.
And Philadelphia has possession. Now here's Maxey. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Milton's checked in for Maxey.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers, Shake Milton.
40 seconds left to play in the first. There's Simons with a three. Rebound by the 76ers.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Melton against Simons. Melton outside. Milton passes to Harris. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the three, and it's Milton. That time on the assist by Harris.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Second shot opportunity. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Sixers on top, leading by 14. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. Kyle Lowry out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Milton in at the 3. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Jason Tatum added muscle to his frame and layers to his game, but still not satisfied. He said, quote, "I just got to be better. I have to elevate my level from being one of the top 10 to 15 players to a top 5 player. I got to make everybody else around me better." Ryan, still work to do.
And plenty of runway to do it, Allie. Thanks. Gallinari, he's checked in for Boston. Outside Brogdon. Now Gallinari. Clock at 6. No good on the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
This is really amazing. I mean, from March 1st, 2014 to October 26, 2016, Joel Embiid didn't play in a basketball game. 31 long months, rehabbing back and foot injury.
Now here's Brown. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
And he lobs it up to the rim, and Embiid throws it down.
And Embiid has a really high basketball IQ, superb at recognizing when to leap for the alley-oop jam.
Well, give Philadelphia credit. They didn't rush Embiid back.
They, in fact, trusted the process, pun intended, folks. And Joel has returned the favor. An MVP caliber center who changes a franchise. He is a franchise cornerstone piece. A great example of how being patient and doing what's best for the player ends up being a winning combination for all.
The free throw drops for Williams. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Off target with the three.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Pritchard. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Outside for Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist by Brogdon.
Boy, Brogdon has such outstanding vision as a playmaker. Easily spots the wide open man there.
For Philadelphia, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Lowry with it. He's got 5. Tucker with a screen. And it's Lowry penetrating. And the layup is good off the glass. Lowry's got 7 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The Celtics have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Outside Gallinari. Brown with a screen. Lowry brings the double team. Here's Pritchard. Offline with a 3. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Tucker. Offensive board. Embiid. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Give him 8.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Big group substitution here for Boston. Horford, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Gallinari. Tatum, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Simon has subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Harris has checked in for Philadelphia. Melton comes in for Lowry. Embiid's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Pass to Tatum. Horford, a screen on Thibault. Here's Tatum. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Tatum knows how to score in the paint, folks. He can make any adjustment needed to find the shot that works for him.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Embiid, a screen on Simons. Melton passes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Simons. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Pritchard. Melton covers. 5 on the clock. Out to Horford. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And it's Simons missing.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Tatum with it. Thibault picks him up. And it's Tatum missing. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Maxey passes to Melton. Now here's Embiid. The 3 is up. That one's good from Melton on the assist by Embiid. Melton's got 5 points.
Intelligent ball movement that time from Embiid, getting it to a guy with a better shot.
Back to Simons. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds in the game.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
Here's Maxey. Uses the glass on the layups.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. A huge 24-point lead for them. Defense is setting the tone. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Doc Rivers. And, Coach, you guys came out aggressive in the first half. What stood out to you?
You know, we're getting to the paint and making plays. They're a great team as far as rotation, so we just got to make the right passes.
It all starts with attacking the basket. Thanks, Doc.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
And as we welcome you to the studio, we call your attention to the top performers for each team in the first half.
Well, you look at these two carrying the scoring load, both playing some fantastic basketball in the first half.
We'll see if the imminent halftime coaching adjustments can slow down either guy. And now let's look back on that first half of play, one that has not been pretty for the Celtics.
It's their defense that's put them in this spot, giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal percentage that they've allowed. Oh, that's not going to cut it, honey. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Danilo Gallinari out there with Robert Williams. And it's Brogdon in at the point. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. A nice shot by Brown.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
Lowry, the pass to Embiid. And that comes off the assist by Lowry.
Assist goes to
Lowry's got his third assist of the night.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Outside, Williams. Right wing. Brogdon, the pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Tall, strong guard who reads pick and rolls very well. Brogdon excels at knowing exactly what to do in these sets.
Now here's Lowry. He has 7. Pass to Harris. Out to Lowry. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
The offensive rebound. Williams' shot is good.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Here's Lowry. He's got 10. And he lobs it up, and Embiid throws it down.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screens as well as where and when to roll.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Tatum. Williams a screen on Thibault. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Celtics making a change here. White's checked in. The 76ers making a switch here. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Gallinari for three. Kept alive. Here's Williams. He's off on that one.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
And finished off by Tatum.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
The 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Lowry outside. Pass to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. White against Lowry. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's White. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Tatum can't hit.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Harris passes to Tucker. Back to Harris. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third quarter here. On target from range. Harris has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Gallinari's shot is off. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 16-6 run. And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it. Some changes for Boston. Horford, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Gallinari. And Simon has subbed in for Jason Tatum. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Melton's checked in. Now here's Horford. And 1:01 left in the third. He buries it from 3.
Horford's three-point shooting has really developed. Been an impressive journey for him. He understands the value of being a big guy that can spread the floor by making threes.
Here's Milton. Now here's White. Over Melton. And that one's long.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
This one for 3. And he can't get that one.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Celtics. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for White. Embiid, he's checked in for the Sixers. Maxey comes in for Milton. 20 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Oubre against Brogdon. Six to shoot. Simons outside. Launches a 3. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Philadelphia in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. D'Anthony Melton out there with Furkan Korkmaz. Then it's Daniel House, and it's Brown in at the 3. Screen by Freedom. Here's Brogdon. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Brogdon's got his first points in this one.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways, but giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. In BA, I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others. I love that about the league, the players, the coaches, everyone involved, using this gift to make a change and a positive impact throughout the world. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Reed. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. White, he's checked in for Brogdon. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Milton's checked in for Melton. About 1 minute played here in the 4th quarter. Here's Pritchard, covered by Milton. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 5. For 3. It doesn't go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. And there's the screen. Here's Brown. Count it.
Charles Brown Jr.
And when you're inside an NBA locker room, how important are those vets to guide a team, Clark?
BA, I can't put a value on the importance of quality vets who demonstrate day in and day out what it means to be a professional, who perform on and off the court in a way commiserate with being a stand-up leader. I mean, they're invaluable. There aren't teams that are successful in the NBA that don't have veterans that lead by example and with their words.
Here's Korkmaz. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Thibault, he's checked in for the Sixers.
76ers substitution. Matisse Thibault.
And Boston has possession. A great 4th quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Pass to Freedom. Doubled by Milton. Outside, Williams. Inside, Pritchard. Soft touch off the glass.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Outside Milton. From behind the arc. Drains the triple.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Pass to Hauser. Here's White. Puts it up from 12. And Milton pulls it down.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Thibault with it. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Let's go with a 3. Another shot. Pass to Milton. Here's House. Williams defending. Shot clock at 6. Down low. And stolen by Williams.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the 76ers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And this was a telling game. They'll meet 4 times this season, and I'd say it looks like a good matchup for them. They'll be looking forward to their next 3 meetings against the Celtics.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Joel Embiid.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Williams is checked in for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Hauser. Tatum inside, covered by Milton. Pass to Pritchard. Outside White. The 3. Boston, no good that time either. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Milton for 3. And the 76ers get it back. Here's Thibault. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Boston again missing. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Embiid a screen on White, and it's Lowry penetrating, and then Embiid with the dunk.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Third personal foul.
The first one falls.
At the line, Peyton Pritchard. At the line for 2.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 5 ticks left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Milton for 3. Off the mark. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Tobias, congratulations on the win. Do you sense this team is building good chemistry?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is us continuing to find our identity. And what we are learning is we're a great team once we get stops. And once we're able to run, get out of transition, we just continue to find each other's similarities and our personalities as we play together.
Guys, as the year goes on, they continue to get closer.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. And as we leave, we give you our New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.